We're going to be using one of the one-day special moulds. So this is the Regal Findings. Like I say, 18 elements in total. They're food grade silicone, so you can be using them for either your crafting or your cake decorating. Always get a second one if you do both types of craft, and then use them exclusively for. So they are oven safe up to 260 degrees and freezer safe down to -73, and they are non-stick and, like I say, made of food grade silicone. Right, so let's just pop some corn flour into one of the butterflies. Okay, and let's just tap that one out. We're also going to be using, in this one, we're going to be using the Botanist Florals. So let's just pop some corn flour into there as well. Okay, and again, just tap that one out. Okay, so in exactly the same way as we've done before, just grab yourself some clay. Okay, and then just pop that into the mould like so. Really, really nice and easy. Okay, you can use your fingers just to press that clay. Like I say, this is a very different clay to what I've actually bought you before. Okay, this one is, I consider to be quite a bit easier to use. It's also more robust. So where it comes to things like maybe furniture decorating, obviously you can be using these as appliques on your furnishings, then they are going to last, because when they do actually dry, they're almost like a plaster. Okay, so unlike normal paper air drying clay, that will actually like brush away if it's sort of like handled a lot, where this particular type of clay won't. Okay, so just make sure that you tuck all of the clay inside of the mould like so. Just press that down. Okay, and then all you need to do is just flex. There you go, and then you can see, there we go, the beautiful detail that is achieved with the Botanist mould. So let that one dry on a piece of kitchen cloth. We're just going to place it over there for the moment, and we're just going to bring this one into play, and we're just going to quickly cast ourselves a butterfly as well. So again, I'm using a Dresden tool here just to push the clay into all of the little crevices. Okay, so you might not be able to get your fingers in there. Just press down using the Dresden tool. If you've got a ball tool, you can be using that as well. As long as it's not a sharp object, then you can be pushing the clay into your moulds with that. So again, just make sure you take off all of the clay that sits on the top part of the mould. Otherwise, when that dries, it's going to be far more difficult to clean up your cast afterwards. Just take a little bit of time now, and then you'll be fine. Okay, so again, just give that a little bit of a flex. Okay, and yes, you can bend that mould all the way, and that is the beautiful cast from that little tiny butterfly. So just pop that over there, pop your lid back on. Now we're going to have a go with is decorating another one of the journal covers. So these elements here, these are already dry. Okay, so I've let those dry overnight. So we're just going to pop some black acrylic paint on, and we don't need that much really. Okay, and we're just going to use a sponge brush. We're just going to add a little bit of water to the acrylic paint like so, and we're just going to brush that onto our casts. Okay, like so. If you wanted, you could be using the waxes that are also on the show. It's entirely up to you how you want to decorate it. Later on, we're going to be using the Opal Magic paints to then go over here. Okay, so just really wash that one down, press the sponge right into the casts. Okay, and then all we need to do, get a baby wipe or damp cloth, and we're just going to brush some of that off. So it's going to give it that sort of like slightly aged look. and it also helps to bring out all the amazing detail that are in the moulds. Okay, so let's just add a little bit more black to that one. Pop those aside. Let's just pop that in there. Have a quick tidy up like so. Right, let's just dry the surface. Okay, so we're going to be using some of the transfers that are on the show as well. There's two different ones. You're going to get the butterfly one, and you're also going to the other option is the rustic sea. So they come to you in a really big sheet, which is a backing sheet like so. So you've got tissue paper, and then you have got the acetate on that side. So you just need to position that wherever you want to. Just be very careful because this side is actually sticky. Okay, so just want that butterfly just going off over to there. Press that down. You're going to be getting a big lolly stick in there. Okay, so just press your transfer down. These will also work on your furniture as well. Obviously not your soft furnishings, but your wooden chest of drawers, or possibly your wardrobes, etc. You could even apply these directly onto a wall. Okay, now you can be using many different mediums to actually then use over the top of these. So once that's actually down, then just very carefully just peel that one back like so. I am in this instance going to be using some foil. This is holographic, but you could be using glitter over the top of there, or you could be using gilding flakes as well. So we're just going to place that one over the top there. Now, I always pop the transfer back on there. Okay, the carrier film, just so I don't go too heavy on and ruck up the foil. So you can see, there we go, the actual outline of that butterfly actually coming through. Okay, so just go all the way round. Okay, and like I say, I can just now see where that foil has actually stuck. Okay, so when you're happy that the foil has stuck, okay, and use the, you can see I'm using the flat edge here of this big stick. Okay, then just very carefully just peel that back, and there we go. You can see the beautiful effect you can actually achieve with those transfers. Okay, so we're just going to pop that to one side. We've got this using the papers from the Rose A4 pad. Okay, and got a nice rose background. Again, gone round with the vintage photo. So we're just going to place this like so. We're then just going to pop that over there. We don't want to completely hide the two butterflies that are there. Likewise, we don't want to this. So we're just going to use some glue on the back here, some silicone glue. Okay, and just place that down here. And then we have two of the butterflies that we also cast. So one can actually go over the top there, and then the second one can go down here. So we're just going to pop that one there and just twist that. Right, so let's just pop that lid on there, pop that lid back on there, and then we're just going to go for some of the opal magics. Let's have a look. The blue gold. I think we're going to go for, let's have a look, this one here, which is the aqua and the rose. So let's just quickly just paint over the elements there. So again, just go over, and you can see wherever it is black, that is changing to the blue, and then the rest of the flower is actually remaining that pale pink. Okay, so just keep on going over until you're happy there. Okay, like so. Okay, and And then just going to quickly clean the brush there, and let's have a look. I think we're going to go for the blue pink on the other one. Okay, so that will do completely opposite, and where the black is, it will come up as the pink. Okay, so let's pop that onto there, and then on there, so. Okay, and then that is another page for our rectangular journal finished. So just let that one dry, and then we can actually place that one into the A5 journal.